What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear crew here for Tyranny of Dragons, episode 20. Happy Moon Day.
Word.
What's up, y'all?
We are here. We are alive. And I remembered to hit the YouTube button so nobody can get on to me like yesterday. I'm on it. We are public. Woohoo!
Love that for a YouTube friends
Yes.
over there.
Indeed. Indeed. Ted, you got any announcements for us before we start off?
If you guys like Tales of the Valiant, or are curious about what's coming in Player's Guide 2, there's a preview out there that's for free, but I actually just released a video today, not that long ago, that is an exclusive preview of the witch class that they've included in that.
Yo.
And you know, it's so funny how the internet works. I made a comment in another video, like, I'm real curious to see how the witch class differs from sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. And that led to an email from Kobold going, hey, here you go. Here's a preview of the witch class. You can show it on screen. We don't mind. Like, let everybody know what you think about it. So, it's solid. I like it a lot. You can check out the preview there. And other than that, I've been doing, YouTube said they're going to send me something if I make a short every day for the month of June. So we're on track to keep that going too. So that's it for me.
Let's go. It's solved, Noah.
Natural Pine. Get it. Use code LAW. Bam. That's it for that. I want you all, if you have not listened to Forgotten Paths, first, watch this episode of Tyranny of Dragons and then go and download every single episode of Forgotten
We
Paths,
don't
because
need your sympathy here at Tyranny of Dragons, okay? You can stay
RoBear,
you can stay in
RoBear.
Forgotten Path land, okay?
It's
You don't
just-
have to make amends
okay.
for us. We know
Listen,
they're watching.
I understand.
It doesn't put any tar on it.
Let
It's
me give you a
okay.
full back. So go download Forgotten Paths. We have 11 episodes left in campaign 2, and it is getting devastating. So you need to go listen to it. It's some of the best storytelling I've ever had the privilege of being part of. Taffy really kind of came into his own as a player, and it's super dope. So
I hate paying Noah compliments, but he's not wrong. Like, it was a good season, and I as a person with a theater degree, I'd never dreamed in a million years that you'd get me to say I am proud of the storytelling we did in a D&D campaign, and yet here we are.
yeah,
It pained me. I feel like I'm passing a kidney stone right now, paying Noah this compliment, but he's not wrong.
so yeah, go listen and download Forgotten Paths. That's me, baby.
You got to remember
my
to
thing
drop
is
those
just,
links at the same time.
I do. I just feel so. I got to get over the dropping the link in somebody else's chat. I'll do it right now.
The shit that comes out of your mouth, why is that the thing that's the holdup?
That's where
That's
the line is, huh?
That's unbelievable. I love it.
We're quite literally getting a Forgotten Paths QR code wood burned into my $6,000 dining room gaming table as Noah's payment for helping me set up that at cost. But no, he can't drop a link in your chat. My kids are gonna have that QR code sitting in front of them when they dine on this table after I die.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But he doesn't want to put a link in chat.
Incredible
Right in your
stuff.
chat. QR code on your screen. Bam, bam.
Get it.
Yeah, my little update is the last week I was in New York.
Oops.
This week I'm off to Seattle. My label 99 Lives signed a band called Nouveau Arcade, which is sort of a German Euro synth pop industrial rock sort of cyberpunk inspired album that they're dropping coming up here pretty soon. The first single, Guns and Candy, is out now, and it's awesome.
I was gonna guess
and
Mustache
my
Ride, but yeah, Guns and Candy. I could go with that too.
Yeah, and my 72-year-old mother is flying up for the concert. She's gonna wear black jeans and a sparkly shirt, is what she said. So we're gonna get her some earplugs and take her to her first concert in about 4 decades.
Oh man, That's fantastic.
That's gonna be fun.
I love it. Over here, we're playing D&D and not going anywhere until GCX, and I'm real happy about it. Knees feeling better, getting around better, skipping Vegas Magic Con while I absolutely did not want to do it was the right call. I propped myself up in a lawn chair and put my leg on a cooler on a backyard barbecue on Friday, and that was great. The rest of it, I pretty well slept. I didn't even, we were thinking about streaming some video games. Didn't happen. Didn't happen Friday night, didn't happen Saturday night, but I slept, and that definitely helped the knee. So, yeah, sad to see, did not get to partake in all the craziness. I saw that we have a Magic Con in Amsterdam next year.
Wow.
Yeah, sad we don't have a Chicago because that was super easy for me and 5 hours north, but yeah, that's not happening anymore. For shame, for shame.
I could do I don't play Magic very often, but I'd go to Amsterdam for any reason I can come up with. Well, Noah and I have a tradition of getting high, walking through the red light district, and getting McDonald's at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
It is one of the legendary stories.
Yeah.
Damn, next year it's MagicCon Vegas, Amsterdam, and Atlanta.
Yeah. So ATL is still this year. I'm signed up for ATL because it's like a week in the fall. I'm actually not at a convention, and I can drive there, which is dope. We love that. So I will probably pay ATL a visit later this year, but yeah. So it looks like we'll do GCX, and then we're gonna go right into Gen Con, and then I'm gonna make my return to PAX West this year.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be there, brother.
Yeah, yep. Voodoo is doing things for folks on West and East where they have the bar. So I was like, because my family's not doing anything that weekend, so I was available. Or that's not true. They're just going places. Everybody else is somewhere else but the lake that weekend.
I can't talk about it here. This is kind of like Noah contract stuff.
Yeah, Noah insider shit.
No insider stuff, but remind me later. There's a thing I want to talk to you about that I need to. If you're going to be at West, I kind of want to see if I can get you to it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I don't want to talk about it like you know.
Yep. Will do.
I also really want to say on the Magic thing, there's 4 Pro Tour events of Magic in 2026 as well. 3 of them are at the Magic Cons, but the first one to kick off the year is in Richmond, Virginia.
What? You guys get a tournament stop? That's cool.
They do that quite a bit here, don't they?
Yep.
They got a big tournament here every year.
Yep.
I don't know what those things look like anymore because they've been decoupled from like conventions, and the tournaments aren't the same thing anymore. So I don't know what just a tournament setup looks like anymore. That's cool. Did you guys get one?
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Over here, got the schedule posted, exclamation live. You can check that out. We got everything on there. I even got Ted's game on there in the link. I did work today. We got stuff out there.
Well, let's see if it happens. It hasn't happened. You want to talk about a game that hasn't happened in a while? That beats out Tyranny of Dragons, I think, for our current longest run of not playing a game.
Yeah.
It's like a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Hey, we may play. Ted may finish up Exhibition 33. You don't know.
One of the two will happen. I can't tell you which one.
Oh, that's incredible. But yeah, we got all our stuff there. Tomorrow, we pretty much done all that we can do for our Starfinder game prep. So I'm gonna start playing Dragon Quest 3. And yeah, I'm gonna revisit my childhood. This is the prequel to the game that came with my Nintendo way back in the early 90s. So I'm excited because I've never played it. And we're gonna rock out, and it'll be a good time, turn-based, just be hanging out, shooting the shit in chat. And yeah, I want to complete this before Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the game that did come with my old school Nintendo, drops. And these are all the 2D HD remakes, so it's the beautiful god rays and pixel art, all the good stuff. And then I'm gonna play that for like 2 or 3 hours, and then the boys are gonna hop on and we're gonna play Thunderfolk because we haven't got to play in weeks. So expect Tim, Radio, and Feisty as we bumble our way through Sunderfolk tomorrow night. And then all the games as usual. We need to pick up where we left off last week as you guys are venturing around El Truel, splitting the party to go up and try out your own things. Vaknor becoming the sandwich seeker.
That's right.
Nelson increasingly more paranoid of the clergy inside town, dedicated to trying to find these Zoppelgangers. That's a good combined. The Black Network Zentarum Zoppelgangers that are masquerading as clergy in town, as you've taken a quest from Rose to bring her vengeance for their family that was slaughtered. You have arranged to go to a highfalutin high society party at the exact same time of which you're meeting Rose. You have to make a decision on your priorities relatively quickly, as well as meeting up with Leosin and Neeson as you guys are meant to meet up with your contact here that you're trying to convince to join your effort against the Cult of the Dragon. We can't forget, Ilkun also visited the gardens and did dope shit and made things grow.
I was not anticipating having like a moving moment. I thought I was just going to be hitting up like the nursery section of Lowe's. And instead I had a spiritual experience.
He got wood, man.
Yeah, gum. It was more than I was anticipating.
We love it. Also, Ray's lost internet. That's why he's not here, but he's got baby aggro, he's got storm aggro, and he has no internet. So
yeah, he has plenty to deal with, it would appear.
Going on.
yeah, he's effed in the A. But he's with us in spirit. All right, you guys have about an hour before dinner time inside Gallagher's. What do you guys want to do?
I take it Rose is not around right now, right?
Give a perception check.
Man. Sorry, I just rolled so poorly last week.
Do better.
That's not
Hey,
terrible.
that's better.
That's slightly better.
You have advantage because of your robes.
Oh, I do. That didn't help.
I'll take the first one.
Ted said it in a way where it was like your parent being like, zip up your fly.
It's your grandmother's birthday today.
Because I stopped asking him questions. Because RoBear told me to stop asking 10 questions.
You know what? That's exactly how it should go down. Good news is your fly is buttoned. Why did you ever think you wanted to get those button flies? What a horrible trend. Usually half piss yourself before you get those down. Those are for cool kids. A 13, you do not see Rose on the floor. There's a lot of people like yourself, fellow sandwich seekers, sightseers, all kind of piling in. It's that early happy hour crowd. One of my favorite times, like ever. I love that moment before the night picks up. The early happy hour crowd, fantastic. One of the things I loved in industry so much.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go up to the the front desk, the check-in desk, or bellhop, hired help, somebody that's gonna be around essentially. And where are we supposed to meet her? I'm so sorry, I'm blanking.
Literally in Gallagher's for dinner,
Yeah,
where you
right
met
here.
her. No
Cool.
crazy exotic locations necessary.
Okay. gonna go up to the person up front, the host essentially, who will be seating people for dinner. Assuming there's a host. There's gonna be a host. Is it that fancy? Anyways,
there is a bartender that is here.
Okay. Nah, hey there, barkeep. I was wondering if I might ask you for a favor.
Yes, it is a older gentleman that's been polishing glasses over the side. Nice leather apron as well, kind of beanstalkish older gentleman. Got a little bit of white hair curling out of the ears. Yes.
Now, sir, I have a friend who's going to be coming through here. Female halfling. She's got some arborist robes on, as a shield and a shillelagh. You might have seen her in here earlier. Did you happen to?
No, I don't believe so.
Well, she was here. And she looked pretty morose at the time, and so she's supposed to be meeting me here for dinner. And unfortunately, I have been dragged away to another engagement. And I was hoping you could pass along my regards and let her know that I'm handling the thing that she sent me to.
Rose is the name?
Rose, yes.
Rose. Okay. And he pulls out a small notepad and jots those notes down. I will certainly pass this along, sir.
Can I hear this conversation?
Absolutely.
I approach. Why are you not meeting with this person who needs our help? We said we would be there. I'm going to be there. Where are you going?
Oh, my apologies, Ilkun. I forgot to update you. I'm going to a fancy party.
Did this have to do with those weird people you were talking with on the other side of the room?
Oh yes, my lady friends. Yes, Rose, was it what? Rosemary? Rosamundi? Yeah,
Rosamundi.
Clearly, these people mean a lot to you. It is very important that you break your word to go to a fancy party. Where is your sense of dignity?
Ilkun, I'm not breaking my word to go to a fancy party. I'm keeping it, in fact. That fancy party is the lead that I believe that we might need to solve Rose's predicament.
I do not believe you.
Why not?
I believe you are going for self-serving purposes.
What do I need to do to prove my intent to you, dear Ilkun?
You could be fashionably late to the party and talk to Rose, like we said we would.
My invite to the party told me to appear at a very particular time.
Leave your message with me because I will stay here and I will speak to Rose.
Excellent, then. Bah, keep you off the hook for this one.
Okay.
Yes, my friend Nelson here would like to elongate the party.
Ilkun, please pass on the message to Rose that I am otherwise indisposed. But let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing. Barkeep, have a good time. And I kind of take Ilkun aside because I don't necessarily, wandering ears. You know what I mean? I'd like to be a little stealthy on this one.
Stealthy for what?
Overhearing. I'd rather ears don't overhear exactly what I'm telling Ilkun, because we're dealing with doppelgangers.
Sure.
I hate it when you say words like that. Can you not? In the future?
Sure.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, roll me a stealth. Noted.
Okay. Ilkun, my friend. I am going to this party not out of any desire to necessarily mix with high society, but to see if I can find amongst their number some priests or others that might be doppelgangers. If the Black Network has infiltrated the upper echelons of this society, then they will be going to these kinds of events. And it's very important that we at least have somebody make an appearance. Don't you understand?
Not particularly, but You you do what you think is most suitable. I am not your guardian.
Ilkun, it would distress me greatly to think that you thought that I was not a man of my word. I will be direct.
Today is the day of all days that you are concerned with how we view you.
I'm always concerned, Ilkun. I just don't necessarily express it.
Oh, well, have fun at your party.
Now, Ilkun. All right.
Oh yeah, Ilkun, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'm not as concerned about beating mine, Noah. It'll be whatever it's gonna be. Oh no.
Nelson, give me a wisdom or intelligence saving throw, your choice.
Let me check my features. I haven't had to do a saving throw for you in a while. I don't think I have anything special.
I'm just thinking about sandwiches.
Aren't we all?
The Ruben's got me bricked up in more ways than one.
I'm
A
trying to
lot of
find
Swiss cheese.
The next sandwich on the list here.
5 to a 22. God, it feels good to be a gangsta. It's about this time when that just harshness of Ilkun's voice that seems to cut through crowds. You remember that you have message on your Sylvan rapier, your Sylvan talon.
Well, that'd been a smart idea.
That's why you were grinning. All right, I'm gonna tap Ilkun on the shoulder and start messaging him this conversation. Do you need me to roll stealth again, just in case?
No, it's fine. I got the gist of the first.
Okay. Ilkun, Nelson taps you on the shoulder and says, in order to avoid overhearing ears, Ilkun, I'm going to go to this party. And I'm going to blend in, and I'm sure that you will have a fantastic time talking to Rose, and maybe you can find out some more information for me. But in the meantime, I'm going to do what I do best and try and solve her mystery. And this is the best lead I got.
Without saying anything back, Ilkun gives a huge, ornate, aristocratic bow to Nelson.
Nelson's gonna roll his eyes so hard that I think I need to take damage. We're just an old married couple, Taffy. Okay.
Art imitating life, imitating art.
I'm gonna go.
It rhymes.
I'm gonna go over to Vaknor and Amatti and tap them on the shoulder and say the same thing.
Hey, yes.
And Almuron.
What?
All right. Have
Saying
fun.
the same thing via message. So
Have it at your party.
give Rose my best, will you?
Sure.
Didn't he get us into that quest in the first place? What are you leaving? I don't know anything about her, let alone anything. These doppelgangers. You're the one who's been going and doing all the research, and now you're going to go to a party with a woman that looks like she's at least twice your age, and you, my sir, are old, the oldest of the group.
You know what? You're absolutely right. And I look over at Rosamundi, and I want to see how many of her girlfriends are with her.
They've left.
Yeah, they've been gone, dude.
How many
They
does she
left
have
last
with her?
episode. Oh, the Red Hat Club? Oh, more than you can handle.
I know. Almuron, as a man of the cloth yourself, and then I'm messaging. This is all message.
To let you know, it's awkward for sure. It's a lot of conversation for message. Yeah. Okay. Just want to let you know.
Fine. Thank you. Almuron.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to a fancy party with me where I'm trying to uncover some less than savory types posing as men of the cloth?
No. No, I do not, Nelson.
Well, you go with me anyway.
Almuron just got done weighing all of the things that he does not want to be like. His afternoon has been a reflection on trying to be a better person, and you've invited him to this party, and we have a quest on the docket. So he just kind of looks at you like, no, I do not want to go to a party where people wee on each other.
What?
Wait. All you've done is talk about your piss bender parties, and I don't want to go to it.
Oh, suck it, Nelson.
I don't think there's enough baby oil in El Terrell to get me to go anywhere.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I suppose if I get in trouble, I'm you know what? That's the decision I made. And all right, well, fine. I'll just hang out here until I gotta go. But I was gonna sit down.
I deliberately don't message. Are we gonna talk now?
Maybe. I don't know. This is a whole. I don't know. It's been a weird day. Or not. I've had a really great day. I just had a sandwich. This is a good day. I helped some poor grieving soul out with a sandwich as well.
What kind of?
And honestly, we're in a big city. There's sandwiches everywhere.
I don't know that I've eaten today.
Oh.
Do you have another sandwich now?
I don't think I have magically spawning sandwiches. So no, I don't have a bag of
Amatti
sandwiches.
has a bag of ham. You act like I am unreasonable.
No, you're not. You're
people
not
call me
unreasonable.
crazy for having that bag of ham. It does provide.
I am starting to see the wisdom.
Really good Ray impression.
It's actually not bad yet.
No, it's actually real good.
I'm genuinely stunned at how good it is.
It's almost just like I'm really here.
Oh my God.
I mean, I couldn't tell the difference. I'm looking at the camera. It looks like you're here just as much as you are any other week.
My dog is adorable.
Be quiet, bag baby.
No, shoot, bag baby. Bag baby, no, go away. Hush.
Oh, shoot, that's funny.
I'm sorry, I have to go put the bag baby away. I'll be right back.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, we could get you a sandwich. I'm sure we could find a place.
Oh,
I'm sure I could seek one out.
It's just if you had one, I would take it. That's
I gave my extra sandwich to that grieving soul.
Oh no, that's
unfortunately.
fine. This is obviously a person who probably needed it more than I did. Food salves the soul, you know.
Right. I mean, I didn't realize that, but there's power in sandwiches.
Well, I'm meeting with the halfling in the not so distant future, and as many people who would like to stay, I would like to.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
together,
that was the quest, right? Was to just meet her and then go out after first dark. So I'm not going anywhere. That was the quest we lined up, was meet with her at dinner time.
Yes, I have a bit of a soft spot in my heart for the halflings, so here I shall stay.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense to me. I know they're supposed to come by, and I mean, I got anywhere else to be. Plus, like, we literally went through the efforts of setting up this quest. It only makes sense to see it through.
Agreed.
Well, I'm off.
Have fun.
Yep.
Give my best. I got it.
Yep.
Right.
I know you don't have a lot of armor, but I
just
was just say, just use protection, Nelson. Just be safe.
Oh, you know.
I don't. Goodbye.
Keep an eye on your sending stones. All right, and then he's just gonna walk on out.
He really wants us to try to say something, and we're just like, go on, get out of here.
I don't think he's really taking this well.
I mean, he set it all up. He set up the meeting. He set up both. I don't know. Joel here, he was trying to seek out somebody that was grieving because somehow that was going to get him an invite to the nobility party. I don't understand how that works, but
No,
he's gone, so he can't throw any, can't say anything about it.
No, him trying to replace his relationship with his wife that is not here.
If
I
you think
guess
about it from a strategic standpoint, Nielsen just left combat much earlier than normal.
Well, you know what? That's one way. That's
We just
one way
got
to
here
think about.
way faster than we normally do.
That's true. That's so true.
You all right there? But do you think it's a little bit Freudian right now? He seems to be seeking both a companion and a mother.
I think he's just looking at it as a numbers game. There's a whole bunch of them, so one of them's probably going to work out.
I think trying to figure out the mind of Nelson is like staring into the mind of madness and trying to unpack it.
I'll be honest, this whole conversation makes me floppier than their hats. Sure. When in El Terrell.
I mean, I guess. So you guys want to take a bet on how much? Let me rephrase. How much you want to bet it goes south?
The party?
Oh no, like,
Are you really going there right now?
I'm just saying. I feel like Nelson's off on his own, and I mean, I just wonder, is this gonna just be a nice fancy dinner date and he has a good time, or is it gonna turn into all these old ladies are not old ladies after all, and then Nelson finds himself in dire straits?
I'll be honest, Vaknor, I don't know if this is a long con oral sex joke or if you're actually concerned for his well-being.
Yeah, I don't really know either, if I'm being honest.
It'll be fine.
If it gets complicated, he will find a way to hide and run away.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Well, I guess I shouldn't be concerned at all.
Almuron thinks to him in the attempts to try to convince the Black Dragon of Murkmire. ... Almuron has second thoughts. Nelson.
Oh, we're back to me already. Oh, weird. Okay, that's fine.
We're all excited to hear what your episode's going to be about.
You begin to make your way to the terraces.
Yeah.
Going fashionably early. You should
As I
have.
do, I'm gonna change my appearance. Not my face or anything, but change into my clothing. Into fancy ball gear. It's going to be black leather pants with bow up, stitching up the side, with silver lacing, just to be a little on theme. A red shirt with a black cravat and a black vest on top of it, as well as a long red and black duster.
Did you just dress yourself as Burt Reynolds?
Yes.
Some real Boogie Nights stuff you just pulled together there.
That's the bandit right there. Man, I could smell the Stetson on you.
What do you think is going to impress these old ladies? This is what I'm going for.
Oh. As Nelson Reynolds takes the time to acclimate himself into his new digs.
Oh.
No Drakkar Noir.
You can feel the eyeballs drift. You're the only cowboy in this town right now.
That's all right.
The red definitely catches the eye. Maybe a little bit of that Matrix duster that you paired with it. It's a Neo Tombstone look. You let yourself be pulled in by the sounds of strings in the distance, and you can see there are cocktail tables completely laid out in the front. This is towards the center of town, where the gardens were Ilkun was at, actually. And you can see there is a kind of security parameter, and it's an open event, but you can see there is the raised part of the terraces towards the top that is definitely the VIP. You would have to get a bracelet from Steggy at the Elgato stand to get up here. But you need to do that 2 days ago, because you can't find him right now. Love you, Steggy.
Unless I know Rosamundi.
So, for the sake of brevity, Rosamundi would given you at least a password or a calling card to get yourself through here. There are a ton of people enjoying the afternoon as the sun is beginning to set. We got a full string quartet that's out here in the first place. So I don't think we truly appreciate live music enough inside of D&D or fantasy. What kind of luxury that would be for those that can't play it. I can't imagine going to the grocery store without being able to put my earbuds in and having to just raw dog the amount of small talk that I skip just by having those in. You see Rosamundi and the rest of the Red Hat crew. They're not hard to spot between the purple and red. There are all walks of life that are here. This is one of those chance places when I grew up where you see a happy hour and you see working class, college student, all the way up to blue collar, loose and tie.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are the very well dressed at the top terrace. You make your way into the center of the sea of cocktail tables on the lower end. Mr. Reynolds, how would you like to proceed?
Well, first of all, I'm going to look around and see if I see Marcello, the priest.
Investigation, since you're looking for strictly this individual.
Yeah. There's going to be several investigation rolls, just a heads up.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's a low one.
We're going to roll dice tonight? 13. You scan the crowds, but you are not able to see Alkalite. I just lost his name.
Marcello.
Marcello. Jesus Christ.
Do I see anybody of the Holy Roller variety?
There's just so many people packed in here in this central area. You don't see any individuals of the cloth.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Nelson's gonna grab himself a glass of whatever is being passed around in this VIP area.
I still have you. You haven't made your way all the way up there yet.
Oh yeah. Nelson's gonna grab himself a glass of whatever is being passed around, and taking a sip at it, he is going to walk over to Rosamundi, his primary contact in the area, and say, "My dear Rosamundi, I told you that I'd show up on time and with all the elegance that I can bring to bear, but I am nothing compared to yourself tonight. How are you doing this fine evening?"
Oh, we didn't think you would show up. As all the ladies turn to look at you at the same time. You can't turn down compliments at this age. Please, come. You are dressed exquisite. She's going to take your hand. I need a performance check. She is going to lead you out in the middle of the dance floor immediately. As you guys begin your waltz. It's such a beautiful view from up here.
It is quite a wonderful view, Rosamundi. I've been thinking. I've survived wars, heartbreaks, at least 3 noble dinner parties, and surely I can survive a view as gorgeous as this one with you. Now, dear friend, tell me a little bit about this party that we're at. Who is hosting such a fine gathering?
High society here on the terraces, but they celebrate the sunset quite often here. It's an exquisite view for all, but the nobles have put together this terrace for quite some time now.
Do you know what if there's any sense in even trying to make my way into that fancy looking area over there, or is that reserved for people of higher stature than me, more like yourself?
We are in the fancy area. What other accommodations do you need?
I assume that you only have the best. Rosamundi, isn't that correct? Shouldn't we be going where the even higher echelons could be?
Left, right, foot, spin. Performance check.
Oh, God. Slightly better.
Success. Good to see that you have both a working left and right foot. She leans into your... Makes me wonder what else works.
Careful there, Rosamundi. Flirting with me is like sipping old wine. It'll go straight to your head and you'll wake up thinking about forests and bad decisions.
She's going to put a hand on your bolo tie.
Oh, God.
I'm always up for a challenge. Now, what did you say about more nobility?
I am certainly interested in becoming better acquainted with your friends and yourself, and I can really only do that where the noise isn't quite so loud. And I'm gonna try to dance our way over towards the VIP section.
Just to let you know, you are in the VIP section. You're in.
Am I?
You're up
Okay.
You're up in the terrace right now, dancing with
Okay.
Rosamundi. But you know what? Go
Thank
ahead and give me a performance check as you kind of like you dance your way over to the bar to try to get out of this.
16.
You get real close. You get real close, but Rose hooks you back in. Hold on. It's an old tutor tune. Shall we go back to back?
Absolutely. Back to back. What the?
As she suckers you in for another dance. She's gonna lean in. Well, I guess, really, Nelson, or did you use a false name? I can't remember.
I use Nelson.
Nelson, I know that you're new to town, but this is old money, sweetie, and you can tell me right now if you don't have any and you're looking for a sugar mama. I've seen this look before. You don't have to fake it with me.
My dearest Rosamundi, I am not in town for a sugar mama.
Left, right, dip. Performance check.
This is stressful.
You stumble just a little bit as you're getting to the brass tacks of this conversation, but your 13's just enough to keep cadence, but it's teetering on Struggleville.
I was going to say something clever, dear Rosamundi, but then you looked at me and my entire courtly training failed me. Most people come to parties like this to find someone exciting. I come to find someone interesting, and tonight it appears I am lucky enough to find both.
Give a persuasion check. Woo! Oh man, I'd love to see Nelson over at the VA home, undefeated at the Elks. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter if you have the money that you speak of or whether you don't. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
You are absolutely correct. Why don't I refill our glasses, my dear? I'll be right back.
One last spin. One last performance check.
Okay. That's better than the last one.
You're so rough, you barely stick the landing. You spin your way off towards the bar. You certainly have the eye of Rosamundi and the rest of her crew as she saunters up to the bar with you.
As I go up to the bar, I'm going to take another look around, trying to see if I can see anyone that looks of either like someone who might be a benefactor or a patron, someone who's like bored of this or is more accurately scanning the crowd, or I'm looking for another one, try and find Holy Roller again or Marcelo.
Perception check then. $17. There is a sect of businessmen that are inside of this terrace that you do spot conversing with individuals from the Dawnfather's Temple. You don't see Marcelo, but you see several other younger members. Ones that have not lost the color in their hair.
Okay. I'm going to gently make my way over. Is there one that's not particularly in conversation at this point?
They're kind of like in a circle. You can certainly find someone to sidebar.
Yeah, I'll take one up on a sidebar. Yeah, we get the feeling that half the city's running around on borrowed names. There's so many new priests, stewards, business people, strangers that speak like they've read the pot but haven't lived it. It makes me really wonder who's playing dress up and then kind of gesturing at the crowd, and who's just very, very good at pretending.
Individual with not quite a Lord Farquaad, but hair that goes down about shoulder length. Some bangs in the front that aren't all too flattering, and they have a tattoo on the middle of their forehead of the rising sun of the Dawnfather. It's very much a Gen Z approach to the cloth here, but it's more like Steve Buscemi dressing up as Gen Z.
Sure.
You know,
Hello, fellow kids.
there's a little bit of that because they're in like their early 30s. Anyway, isn't that like all these parties? I agree. What is your name?
My name's Nelson Alabaster. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting, sir?
Dalen Danimark.
That's a heck of a name.
Thank you. That's a nice set of leather pants. And we will transfer back to the rest of the group inside the tavern. What are you guys up to waiting for the other Rose?
I don't know.
I've traveled up to the bar and purchased myself a sandwich. The talk was too much,
Fair. That's
and I
fair.
realized how hungry I was.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time, so.
Man, I spouted off a lot of really cool dinner stuff in the 2 episodes ago. I don't remember all that cool stuff, but I know it was dope. I think there was some duck going on there at the same time.
There was a comment I think about it. It's somewhere about. So I don't remember, but it sounded good. Take all that dinner stuff. 2 pieces of bread. Just turn it into a sandwich.
Take that duck and just turn it into like a banh mi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, duck banh mi.
We love that. We love that.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did we have a timeline on how much longer it was going to be before Rose showed up? Because you just said like dinner, right?
At this point, you got like a half hour.
Okay. So, I mean, I also feel like it's funny because this is again, just that realization that we haven't had the time to just sit in 19 episodes. Like
honestly.
We've just been going, go. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe we pull out a deck of cards and just like play cards at a table with sandwiches or food and a couple of drinks and just relax for a little bit before we have to deal with the quest that Nelson set up and then abandoned. So, I mean,
do you propose this, or is this Ted?
Yeah, no, I Vaknor will also propose this because I don't have a better idea unless you guys have one.
So Ilkun wipes like mayonnaise from the corner of his mouth. I don't remember that the last time I played cards with someone. I would find that, I think, very interesting. Do we play for money or cam? What is our?
That's a good question.
What are our stakes?
I feel like at this point, as it's been established, money's not really like a thing. I mean, we could, but I feel like that's all. We might as well just be playing for fun at that point. So
I'm not concerned. Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's got to be like tasks or chores or something like that. That's got to be what we got to play for, something like that. Like, who's the person who has to deal with Nelson's next, harebrained scheme?
Loser has to stay in the same tent as him.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you're not here, Noah. You can't say nothing. That's right. You have to deal with this. Something like that, or like next time Nelson decides he's gonna go off on some crazy adventure by himself, the person who loses has to be the one who goes with him.
Oh, gods, this is real stakes.
I'd rather be broke.
I mean, we don't have to make it interesting. It can just be for fun, but
No, I like it. It's scary.
all right.
Without repercussions, it means nothing.
That's true. That is very true. All right. So I say, well, what are we gonna play? Because we've got 4 of us here. Do poker, or we want to do something else? Somebody got another idea.
I like poker.
We can always want to play one of my favorites, Ship Captain Crew.
I'm not familiar.
You've never played Ship Captain Crew?
I also don't know Ship Captain Crew.
What?
No.
What have you been? It's very simple. We start with 5 dice, and we take turns rolling all 5 dice up to 3 times. The goal is to roll a 6, that is a ship, then a 5, that is the captain, and 4, that is the crew. You can set aside once a 6, a 5, and a 4 are rolled in that order, and those will not be re-rolled. The scoring, the remaining 2 dice represent the cargo. And that is the sum of those 2 dice together is the score for that round. If you roll ship captain and crew before using all your rolls, you can choose to re-roll the cargo dice to potentially get a higher score. But you always have to accept the new roll.
It sounds fun. Maybe we play around and have no Nelson stakes on it.
Right, just to make sure we all understand the rules completely.
We play a practice round, and then we really level the real stakes, which is all precious personal time having to be spent with Nelson.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, we needed to make it interesting. That's one hell of a way to do that.
Nobody lives forever.
I'm in.
All right, RoBear, walk us through this again.
I thought I explained it easily enough. Okay, we'll start with you, Vaknor, and we'll go down the line. I can hear that bag baby upstairs. I don't know if you can. It knows I'm gambling. So
walk us through it, Captain Romati.
Captain Romati! Well, you start out with 5 dice, okay? So you're going to roll 5 d6s. And what you're trying to do is get a 6, a 5, and a 4 in succession. And you can roll 3 times. So go ahead and roll those 5 d6s first, Vaknor.
All right, so just confirming that's 5d6 all at the same time.
Yes, all at the same time. God, I actually wish Nelson was here.
Listen, all right, this is where I come from. I was lucky to have 2 dice, let alone 5. Jeez. All right, how about 3, 6?
Oh my God, it's a mark of the beast. Honestly, put those dice away forever. So you have your captain, so you can keep that 6.
Okay, got it.
Great
So
poker
keep
hand.
6.
Keep the 6.
Yeah.
You're looking for that. You're looking for that 5 and a 4. So you got your captain. All right, so you get your ship. Now you're looking for your captain.
All right, so now I'm rolling another 5, shooting for a 5.
No, you roll 4. You're gonna keep
4. Okay, because I kept the 6.
Yep.
I see. And now I'm trying to get a 5.
Is ship captain crew a little bit like Yahtzee? Not far off.
Right,
This is literally the gambling
46.
game I play at the bowling alley.
Looking for a 5.
Oh, you're on private dice, by the way.
Oh, well. Am I?
Mm-hmm.
How do I make that public?
It's okay. I can do it.
Oh, it says to make private. Like I don't have an option to make it. There we go. I think that did it. Can you make
Holy
that
shit!
public?
Oh man, let's go. Ship captain crew. God,
Let's go.
bless America. Of course, Vaknor and Ted gets a ship captain crew right off the bat. Okay, so you have ship captain crew, and your cargo is a total of 4. You can obviously you'll keep the 5 and a 4 for your ship captain crew. You can re-roll both of these dice, or keep the 3 and just re-roll the 1. Your choice.
I'll keep the 3 and re-roll the 1. I can't do any worse than a 1. So here we go. Well, I could do a little bit better, I guess. With a 2.
Upgrades to 2. All right, you got ship captain crew cargo 5.
Okay, got it.
That is an exceptionally good hand. I'm so glad it is practice right now. Okay, Ilkun, are you also dice poor? Do you need me to give you some?
I have dice.
Okay. Give me 5d6s. Let's see that ship captain crew.
Ship and captain.
Ship and captain is an incredible luck. All right, so you have ship and captain. You can roll a 3. Those dice, you're looking to get that 4.
Hey.
Damn.
I have the crew.
Oh man, you are you're already in the lead because you're tied. You're tied for
He's 1 ahead right now.
no, he's 1 ahead. Yeah, 6. So you got cargo 6, ship captain crew cargo 6. You are in the lead. Do you obviously you'll re-roll the want to re-roll the 1
Yeah.
and keep the 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you roll 1 dice. Oh,
My heart is broken.
you are the captain now. With the cargo of 6. All right. Almuron, you dice poor as well. Yes. Fine. Keep these as loaners. The 50th anniversary D&D dice. I just got them at the last convention. All right, Almuron. I gotta drag and drop these, so I roll with the right person. All right. I'm gambling twice over here. Ship captain crew, don't betray me. Is that good? No, you did not get this ship. Therefore, the captain and the crew are worthless. Oh, okay. Let me try this again. Yahtzee? Oh my God, it's ship captain and crew. Oh, this is an unbelievable roll. Oh, okay. Yes. Now, you do not have enough cargo to beat him with a 4. You're going to have to at least re-roll the 1. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Oh, it just keeps getting better. You are now the captain. Now, with a cargo of 10. Let's go.
Very impressive.
Okay. Amatti doesn't have a man. I need a deity over here. Timor, do not let me down now. All right, let's see it. Let's see if the ghost of Ray can gamble his way out of this. Oh, damn it! It's a table of beginner's luck. That's what we have here. Son of a bitch! I just can't get. Oh, come on. I need big rolls. Big rolls, and I need all of them. Oh, all I have is this ship. Almuron, you are the winner. Ah!
Well played.
Mm-hmm.
This is so funny.
Can I keep these? No, I told you specifically they're a loner, and we have about this time. Before you can get in the betting round, you see Rose making her way in, scanning, and looking rather uncomfortable.
No. Oh, there she is.
I very kind of like discreetly wave my hand.
You can see the sigh of relief as she was obviously focusing on Nelson, who isn't here at the moment. Where is Nelson? As she approaches you, Ilkun.
In halfling, he vows that he is actively pursuing a lead that may be helpful to your situation.
What could be more helpful than reporting back with what we know? How is he? Obviously, did he share with you what he's gathered?
Oh, no, I wish he had.
What do you mean he doesn't?
Okay. Hear me out. He's not the most reliable, but Rose, I have
Most reliable?
I have replaced him with 3 incomparable adventurers. And I gesture, and hopefully you guys take this as an introduction, even though I'm speaking halfling.
Yeah. That. I'm sorry. I don't speak halfling. Anyway, hi. I'm Vaknor. It's nice to meet you, Rose.
This is Almuron, Vaknor, and Amatti.
I am the captain now.
Yeah, look at his hat.
Almuron's got a big shit-eating grin. I just learned how to play ship captain crew. I'm also the ship and the captain and the crew and the most cargo. If you'd like to play, we just learned. Nice to meet you, Almuron. Yeah, and I am Amatti. It is a pleasure. So, what have you gathered or been able to gather? Vaknor? Amatti? Almuron? Ilkun?
I gather there's some more information that we need.
Almuron ... doesn't feel so good about being the captain anymore.
I'm afraid we will be starting a little flat-footed. I do not know that Nielsen would have more. He is actively pursuing the information he thinks is important.
But he didn't tell me what? Any clues?
Apparently, he thinks there may be information to be found in a very fancy cotillion somewhere up in the aristocratic part of town.
I don't have enough time! She's gonna slam a fist down at the table.
What?
she's gonna look at you, Ilkun. Is she trying to speak halfling?
I thought Ted looked like he was using ChatGPT to try to find answers.
I feel like Ted is trying to remember what she.
Yeah, I don't
problem
remember
was.
why she needed. I
Because
wrote
the Black Network and doppelgangers killed her family.
killed her grandparent.
Dead. Too proud to ask.
Yeah, I found it. It says Rose G parents dead. Zentarum killed him. It says it right here in my notes.
Too proud to live. Too proud to die.
Why do you? Oh, you said you're running out of time. Did you have a? Is there something that's time sensitive that's happening?
Has he not briefed you at all?
Nope.
She's gonna turn and look at you, Ilkun. You understand? Is there no hope?
Clearly, we had hoped to have had more accomplished by the time you came back, but we are willing. I know it is discouraging to have no results on this first meeting, but
he talked like he was going to get results. And he's not even here. I thought I could trust both of you.
I am still here. I am still willing.
It sounds like just no one did anything this afternoon. You just did whatever you wanted inside the city. And that's fine. I don't... It's not your fault. I hadn't met you, Vaknor, Amatti, Captain Almuron. Nelson said he would get to the bottom of this.
Well, I do believe he's looking into that at the moment on his end and what he thinks is going to get him the most results at the moment. But
He very well may. He is just not here now.
You can tell that she's ready to get up from this table and leave. Roll a persuasion check. Ilkun.
it's not me. Yeah, go ahead. Get it.
Yeah.
With your
Get it,
minus
Taffy.
2.
You got this.
This meeting could have been an email. Oh no! Oh
Love that
no!
Well, lads, I tried.
I wish I could help you.
Could have been an email.
I wish I could help you, but I
You
don't-
certainly can. You can say something.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not there.
you're right.
I was not very persuasive, so someone else is gonna have to jump in.
I mean, from what my understanding of your situation is, this is a delicate situation trying to find where these people are or you know, track them down. These kind of people have connections and are potentially tied to making a wrong accusation could go very poorly. So trying to find the most reliable information is, I think, the best bet, and that is, again, the path Nelson has set himself on. That kind of ferreting out of information is definitely more his area of expertise and his strength. While we can go out and attempt to find in that, I'm not sure what our collective strengths could do to find that sort of information, although I'm not entirely sure, but I think we just got to trust him on this one, and we're here to meet to make sure you know that he's on it. And yeah, I wish I had more to give you, but that's all I got.
Persuasion check, disadvantage.
Yeah, totally. 1,000. Five. I beat Taffy.
Someone buy her a sandwich. Like, I don't know what's up at this point.
You can't find your dead grandparents while you're hungry. Well, try a Snickers.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
She looks at the sandwich that you slide towards her. Sandwich seeker, can you please give me a D20 roll?
Yes, I certainly can.
Were you rolling for sandwich?
Yep.
We are rolling for sandwich. This one we got to use the pixel.
That took over TikTok for like 20 seconds.
Oh, thank God.
15.
Oh man, a medieval take on a bacon and fried egg, crispy strips of cured pork belly topped with a fresh sunny side up egg, a little garlic aioli over the top, and some heirloom tomatoes, almost that purplish color.
Why couldn't you roll the 15 for the perception, not the sandwich description?
You absolutely he hit what was important. All right.
First of all, one, yes, 100%. I agree with Taffy. I did also roll a 14. I just also rolled a 3. So yeah. I don't know what you want. I let the sandwich do the talking.
Vaknor lets the sandwich do the talking.
Like
what a shirt.
In a mafia movie, you just slide the sandwich across the table. Oh gosh.
Leave the gun, take the sandwich, you know?
Yeah. Dumb and funny.
Rose is disheartened but incredibly hungry from a long day of unsuccessfully trying to gather information. She lets out a big sigh. The sandwich does look good, though.
I said the same thing earlier.
Maybe.
Come on. It's the least we could do.
Just a bit hangry. That's all. Well, is Nelson going to return this evening?
That is, as far as we know, that's his plan is to get the information. He should be back, I would hope, shortly. I don't know how long these events run for.
I likewise hope as much.
Oh, good. Oh.
Well, Rose, let me listen. Please eat. But I mean, what have and just kind of casually look around. How have you been trying to find any information? Maybe we can, so we're not going down redundant paths, or maybe we could try a different avenue. Just while Nelson's off doing what he's doing, maybe we can look into helping out with what you're looking for, how you're gathering
It
information.
just feels like I keep going down forgotten paths. No matter where I go.
Trust me, I think you think you can get away from it, and it just crops up out of nowhere. People are always talking about it, and it's a whole thing.
Rose, I can tell by looking at you, you have the strength of a natural pine.
God.
Give yourselves both inspiration. Sandwich seeker, sandwich ability, success. Rose, for the meantime, is sated.
I love that. Hanger gets the best of us all.
He really does. It really does.
Albeit, there you go. Chat, internet, YouTube down the line. I'll tell you, reading people and understanding whether that's friends, family, significant others, that's important. But knowing the difference of when they're actually mad at you or they're just hungry will save your life every time.
Mm-hmm.
There have never been wiser words.
Truer words ever spoken.
Spoken on this campaign than that. Oh. Back on the terraces.
Dalen.
Dalen Danemark looks at the stitching. What kind of thread is that? It shines in the light.
It's a special thread that I got that shines like moonlight, which honestly is what I find to be the perfect juxtaposition to this fancy party on the terrace in this city of light. I thought it was a bit poetic, don't you?
Ah, a patron of the arts. Is that what you are? You stick out like a sore thumb here.
I find that if you are interesting, you meet interesting people.
Well said. Well said.
And now tell me, Dalen, all this light, yet half this terrace is in shadow. You'd think the Dawnfather might spare a little flame for an honest conversation.
If you are interested in making a impactful donation to the Church of the Dawnfather, coin absolutely helps us spread that shining light.
I do hear, and if I were to need to make such an impactful donation, I assume that it could make it easier for this city that is full of light to cast a long shadow.
Excuse me if I am not the philosopher poet that you are. I do not know what the means. I have had several drinks this evening, and I'm not sure even if I did not have those drinks, I would know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to follow along with your shadow metaphor, but I've lost the plot. Can you help me?
Dalen, I'll be a little bit more direct. I'm not from this city.
I couldn't tell.
I did hear a funny one though. with all these stewards and acolytes, and how long have you been in El Terrell yourself?
Oh, this swamp. Too long.
Well, with all these stewards and acolytes coming through, I'm sure you've heard some rumors. I heard one, a funny one, that there was a steward up near the Dawn Father's temple that was seen to be shifting. It's probably nonsense, but it does make you think, what better mask is out there than piety? Is that right?
We shift locations almost yearly. That is part of the clergy's job. If one can't put on a fresh face when they arrive, what are they doing? It's every assignment is the time to be your new best self, not
Right.
your the position you were before.
Envision your future so that you might reach it. Reinvent yourself so that you might be your best self. Is that correct?
Man, it's like a new mask. Yes, I'm almost becoming a poet like you.
Dalen, once more, I'll be a little more direct. You seem to be in the know. Is that right?
Yes.
Dalen, I have heard some old names being whispered. Long shadows here beneath under El Terrell's light. The kind of names you only say if you need someone to disappear. I've heard whispers that not all who wear the Dawn Father's sun were born beneath it. If I wanted to know more about that, do you know which candle I should follow?
I don't know what the you're talking about. You said you were going to be more direct, and you keep getting more cryptic. What is your obsession with these shadows, my friend? Is it? I'm sorry. Is it me? Is the drinks? Please, bartender, I need to have another so we can get on this poet's level.
Yeah, I'll pull yourself. I brought myself some, and I pull him out some that corn liquor.
Oh, the high test. I will not be writing the sermon this evening if I get into that.
Well, then I suppose you won't be writing, my friend. How about this? Consider this the first of my many donations to support the Dawn Father's light. And what light burns brighter than that with the purest of fuel?
I have to take your word for it.
Now, if I were to want to make one of these larger donations, what certain benefits do you think one could find themselves becoming in possession of?
The benefits it burns. Ooh. We make sure to thank you on the back of the pamphlet each week as a benefactor of the Dawn Father, including these commemorative pins. Friends of the Dawn Father, new design this year, slightly different sun. How big of a donation are you interested in?
I'd like to see if I can figure out if this guy's picking up any of what I'm putting down, or if I'm just barking up the wrong tree with him.
Yeah, go for a roll of insight.
Yeah. God, my insight just sucks. I'm gonna add my inspiration to that. I had a what are you 3 levels of inspiration? I had a good inspiration, but I forget.
You have a 10 left.
Yeah, I'll use a 10. New layout, new layout.
Nothing says high class party like pulling out your own corn jug.
That's 2d10s.
I didn't mean to roll 2. Just take the first one.
Oh,
Which is a.
thanks for telling me which one we want to take.
Well, it's
Sure.
the first one.
Sure, why not? 25. You get the sense that Dalen, at best, is auxiliary help for the clergy. Doesn't seem to understand your implications of danger lingering in the shadows. There's a reason why he was kind of in the outside of the group, staring, disassociating.
Dalen,
Yes.
who amongst the Dawn Fathers flock, if you will, would you say has the most influence but doesn't quite follow the Dawn Father?
Is
Who
this
here's a
more?
pretender, Dalen?
Is
seem to be in the
this
know.
the shadows that you were speaking of?
No, Dalen, I just like to look into the eyes of a man and know what's behind him.
You're
Who here is
looking
new?
for
Who here's in charge?
in charge. It sounded like you were looking for someone with a crisis of faith. So you're not looking for someone with a crisis of faith?
Are you telling me that you're having a crisis of faith, Dalen?
No, I thought you were asking me. I don't understand. This corn whiskey is really
Fantastic, isn't it?
That's a word for it. I feel as if I'm not helping with this donation.
Oh, Dalen, you certainly are.
I get self-conscious about things like this, so I didn't have a couple of drinks before I get here, and then, whoops.
Nelson pats him on the back and says,
Dalen's-
Dalen, you are doing a phenomenal job.
I'm my friend.
I got a priest drunk. Dalen,
Here, please. And he slaps the back of a taller human rocking nothing less than the Skullet.
this,
Absolute silver dome
whoa.
that flows back into a long raven-haired mullet, full beard. They're kind of like built like a brick shit house. Like it is somewhere between Goliath and human sized individual. He's about 6'7". Man, his skin is leathery. It is seen the sun. You would guess probably a couple 100 years old. Dolman, I have someone that wants to speak to you about a big and impactful donation. Dolman in his big bushy eyebrows and just piercing brown eyes stops the conversation he's having with a couple of well-dressed nobles. Impactful donation, you say? Well, We always have time for that now, don't we? As he gets a small talk laugh out of the rest of the crowd. Please. I will return in 1 second. I must meet this man in red. And your name?
Nelson, Alabaster.
Nelson. Alabaster. Mr. Alabaster, you're interested in making an impactful donation to the Dawnfather?
Why, yes, Father Doman? Is that your proper title and name?
Yes.
Impactful both in terms of having all the necessities to support both myself and the Dawnfather, and to make an impact both beneficial for the city, the clergy, and personal needs. You see, I'm a man who has got a long and checkered past, and perhaps I'm looking to make some good on this world, or maybe even just an impact, and I was hoping that someone in your position could help me figure out where best to apply such an impactful donation.
What it sounds like that you're requesting some private, personal time.
Correct, Father Doman.
We can certainly arrange a time for you to repent in a way that would reach into the past and remove those sins.
Perhaps that reach could go a bit further and remove a bit more, Father Doman.
You said a long and checkered past. We are not timid in leading the flock.
Fantastic. Now, where would I want to meet you for such a repentance?
Matter of fact, for an impactful size donation, I could arrange that this evening.
Whenabouts would be best for you?
First dark.
And if I'm otherwise appointed at that time, would I be able to perhaps see you around the middle of the night?
Midnight Mass. For an extra impactful donation, the Dawnfather can even shed its light when it's the darkest.
The city is full of light, Father Damon. Therefore, I look forward to increasing it so tomorrow. But tonight, I'll meet you at midnight.
He'll extend his hand.
I'll extend mine.
Thank you for your donation and for your faith in the light. Dalen, can you please go get the paperwork for Mr. Nelson Alabaster, patron of the light? You got it. Nelson,
Yeah.
you receive your donation ledger. What are you pledging?
Does it have any sort of like guideline on it?
Are you forging this document or you actually making a pledge?
Is it magical in nature?
You can think about this as we switch back to the tavern.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
Back in the tavern.
Sorry.
Rose feeling much more comfortable after a handful of rounds. You see, that is the ship, the captain, and the crew. Now you understand what Almuron was saying. He was the captain. He's not really the captain. He's more. He just won the first round. Amatti is keeping her entertained as he knows we have no information to give. He is in full stall mode. Would you like to see my bag, baby? Rose, you wouldn't believe this, but I actually have an endless bag of ham. I know, strange. It sounds strange, but it is unequivocally probably the neatest thing that I have. It's been a hot minute. Nelson's been gone for about an hour and a half.
Huh. I'll just sit there and think to myself, ah, man, I bet he's getting so much results on that end. He's probably figured the whole thing out by now. An hour and a half amongst all those nobles. He's probably talked about 30 of them and figured it all out already.
I never thought I'd say this, but I hope he is okay.
I'm sure he'd have found his way back if he wasn't, or he would have sent a message if something was up. I mean, do we think is there a time limit where it's time to go crash this party if we think it's been too long?
Perhaps we shouldn't meander that direction?
All right. I don't know how much longer Amatti can keep her busy with just things from his backpack. So
it has to be more productive than sitting here and trying to force her to eat 9 sandwiches.
That's true. All right.
I can protect with my shield, but I don't believe I can give the protection that Nelson needs from those old women.
That's true.
Just a quick question. The sending stones we have, are they more like walkie-talkies or are they like one shot per day kind of things?
No, they're like walkie-talkies when you're in range.
Am I in range?
Yeah, you're inside the city.
I'm gonna pull out my sending stone. Oh. Hey, guys.
Oh, shit.
Is that the stone? Is that?
The bag baby is getting very articulate.
Hold on, is this thing on?
Yeah, it's me. It's Nels.
It's Almuron. I'm the captain now.
Oh, Almuron. Well, that's confusing.
I learned to gamble.
How's
Captain
dinner?
and crew.
Is dinner going well?
Yeah, sandwiches are great. Vaknor's excellent at ordering.
I could tell that about him. I just want you guys to know, quick question. How much money do we have?
I don't own shit. I have what the mayor of Greenest gave me. Is anybody else on this line?
Yeah. If since we all have the same amount of gold, I believe, Nelson, you should have about 1,000 gold on you right now.
Right. But if we put it all together, so we'd have like 5,000 gold. Is that a lot of money?
What are you buying these old women? already have everything.
Wait, the old women. Never mind. I got a great idea. I'll be back.
What? No, you can't just over and out.
I don't know how to end these things. What do we?
I don't know. He gave us just about as much information now as he did at the start of this whole thing. So I don't know. I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith.
We're gonna make a performance check on Amatti.
Come on, Amatti.
See how he's doing over there. We're gonna give him advantage. He's got the bag baby. He's got the bag of ham. He's got ship captain and crew. He's doing the best he can.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nice.
Amatti is doing the greatest stall job he's ever not wanted to do. He's like keeps looking over the side eye.
Just giving him lots of thumbs up. Like, hey, you got this, buddy. It's going great.
You can see he's pull out Frostbrand at this point. And so we gotta roll. It's gonna get dark soon anyway. He's out at like a sunrise terrace cocktail party thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, it should be over at sunset, right? That would make sense. Which is also the time we got to meet the next group.
don't tell me we're gonna leave a note and be just like Nelson.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. I've changed my mind.
Oh. God, we are horrible planners.
Listen, you know what? We work best when there's an enemy that you can point us at, and that seems to be our strong suit.
I don't know. We almost died to those damn owlbears. I don't know if that may be our strong suit either.
I mean, you know what we're really good at is sitting in this bar gambling and eating sandwiches. Maybe that's what we should do. You think we can stop everything from happening from right here?
No, but I may need
There might
another
be something
sandwich.
to that.
He's being facetious, I think.
I mean, a little bit.
Almuron comes back with a braised beef and onion. Tender, slow braised beef. In this case, sliced. With soft, sweet caramelized onions and a hearty rye bread. A little bit of melted Swiss cheese in there. Lorraine, the queen of baby Swiss.
I mean, working out pretty well so far, but RoBear, correct me if I'm wrong, but were we meeting
Leosin and Neeson.
here?
Yes.
Or were we meeting? Okay. All right. So, I mean, if we leave shortly to go figure out what Nelson's up to, I mean, we could just contact him. He didn't seem to be in any sort of dire straits, so we should be here to meet the next crew when they show up. And who knows, maybe they actually have some information because they're connected. Maybe they have information that might help Rose out too. Wouldn't that just be how it goes? Is that Nelson goes off on his stealth noble mission, and we just sit here and wait for the next people to show up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know who it is. Our contacts figured that out too. We were coming to let you know that we figured out who it is, and then we didn't even have to leave. We got sandwiches and gambling, and everything just fell into our lap."
That would be crazy.
No.
It sure would be.
God forbid it would be easy for once.
I mean, it doesn't always have to be hard, right? I mean,
No.
it might not have been, but it might be now. It might be now. Wouldn't it be funny if Leosin and Neeson come and they're like, "All right, we want to introduce you to our other contact," and they're really looking for a bunch of Zentarum, and they're like, "Hey, we know you guys are good at a scrap. Let's get you guys involved." And it's just like, look, everybody's in the tavern at the same time.
You may be an ex-farmer, but you're one hell of an adventurer, Vaknor. I like where your head's at.
I'm so mad.
I mean, it just, when you think about it, it's like some sort of omniscient being set us on this path to put us right here at the right place in the right time.
Dad,
You know what, Almuron? I guess that's what they call, I guess that's what faith's about, right? That's, believing in something greater than yourself, right?
poetic.
I tell you what I believe in. That upgrade from you being a sandwich seeker to a sandwich mancer.
All right, yeah, here. I'm gonna sandwich this sandwich here, which is so it's a sub roll, right? We've got stacked grilled chicken breast, but then we got burger patty on top of that, crispy bacon, an over easy egg on top of that, cheddar cheese, a little bit of mushrooms, and chipotle ranch. It's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner sandwich.
Oh, God, that sounds good.
Come visit. I know a place where we can get it.
I do. We need to beat the D&D pinball machine anyway.
That's true.
Oh, get those feast emotes in chat, please. For the love of Lathander's light. As the party back at the tavern successfully entertains and puts their faith in Leosim and Neesim to hopefully bring them new news, and their faith in ultimately Nelson, your epiphany.
Right. Yeah. Nelson is paperwork in hand. Would I have a sense of what a huge donation would be? I'm struggling to think right now what it would be. I don't really know what the values are, so to speak. Big. I want to make it big. I want to make what he's saying, but I just don't know how much it is.
I mean, in gold pieces for a town, like living in an aristocratic lifestyle is a couple of gold a day. Like a huge donation would be 500, 1,000 gold pieces. Up above that, like that's an astronomical amount of money for these people.
So if I donate, I have, we just said I have 1,000 gold on me. If I donated 500 gold, it would be a huge donation, right?
Impactful, but not midnight private mass impactful. It would probably take the full 1,000.
The full 1,000?
Yeah.
Done. I'm gonna fill it out. I'm gonna put 1,000 down.
Oh, is this all in cash? In gold?
I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna write it down on the paperwork and say, "Dearest Dalen, I don't necessarily carry my cash with me. I will bring it tonight to the meeting as appointed by Father Doman."
We need to deposit on a donation this large.
All right. How about half now and half then?
Oh, that would be more than enough. He returns with a small lockbox.
All right, go ahead and put 500 gold in.
He's got a big shit-eating grin. The light truly shines at these parties.
Well done, Dalen. You land yourself a big fish tonight. You should be proud.
Speaking of big fish, as Rosemondi leans over.
I was just gonna go looking for her.
Oh,
Okay.
She's seen you drop off the 500 gold. Everyone actually has seen you drop off the gold. Mr.
Dearest
Alabaster.
Rosemundi, that priest told me that I was temptation incarnate, and I told him I was flattered, but he's about 4 more drinks away from finding out.
Apparently, I need to find out if I need a sugar daddy.
Oh dear, you've got that look like you saved more than a few lost causes in your time. I could help find some of your, if you wanted to add to such a donation as that.
I've already matched.
Have you? If that's true, dear, you can get halfway to sainthood tonight.
Being a saint is not what I plan to have on my agenda.
Myself, neither. I'm not asking for salvation, my dear, just a little grace. That did happen to be all the money that I had on me at the time. I was wondering if you could spare a gold piece or two so I can make my way back home before
Honey, you can't fool me. Now don't turn into the con man. You went from sugar daddy to used carriage salesman so quick.
So quickly, my dear. Well,
We see through this ruse. You have more than enough to pay for dinner for the rest of us.
well then, in that case, dear, dinner's on me. Tomorrow night, back at Gallagher's Inn.
We'll see if you have the energy.
Oh, energy. You know, they say men like myself are slow to warm in bed. I say that's nonsense.
We'll see if you live up to those leather pants.
And with that, I'm going to turn and make my way back over to Gallagher's Inn.
As you exit, sun almost setting.
Mm-hmm.
Information in tow. You arrive. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a roll.
I got out of there so fast.
Bold of you to assume she's going to let you leave.
Go ahead and give me one last performance check to masterfully maneuver out of the party without the most intoxicated individuals stopping you to comment on your leather pants, bolo tie, matrix duster.
Now, since I've been doing so good, can I get advantage on it?
Absolutely not like that.
I figured that.
You got a card you could burn.
You.
Oh, man.
He
That
will.
was teetered on that one.
Well, you can use your cards. You can add to that. You can burn your advantage card and click that little button.
When do my cards reset? Are they reset?
You have a full set for today.
Oh,
Then you have
In
a
that case-
6 and an 8.
I want to burn an 8.
All right.
Burninating the countryside.
Burninating peasants.
Thank you.
Draw door.
I'm
You, with an 18, you arrive just in time. Opening up the tavern door to see Amatti on his last magic item. Yes, and you can see here that this is what we call armor of Agathis. Now, I don't proclaim to know who Agathis is, but look, as he stares at you with piercing eyes, Nelson.
I actually did meet Agathis once. She was prickly.
Where have you been?
Who's asking? You had 3 people right now.
Rose!
Okay, thank you.
Have you already forgotten me?
No, I'm sorry. I just
Wow.
Rose.
Damn.
I would not have missed our meeting if I didn't think it was of utmost importance. And
You did,
I
and
did
you relayed
instruct-
no information.
I did instruct my compatriots here to tell you that I was off following a lead, and I see now that they failed to do so, at least in a convincing manner. My sincerest apologies. I promise you, I swear, that I would not have missed the meeting if it were not solely to advance our purpose. Which it did.
Fine, let's go back to the table.
Okay.
She leads the way. Amatti is going to grab your wrist. You have no idea how much you owe me.
Amatti, I dare say that come this time tomorrow, you won't remember how much I owe you.
I swear to God, if I have to cover you for fraternizing with old women ever again.
I owe you one, Amatti. I apologize.
Ew, I don't like it when you apologize either. Doesn't feel good. Fine, she really wants to know what you've dug up, so I hope you have a good cover story. I don't have any more magic items I can tell her to cover for this.
Right, all right. Well, let's get to the table.
As you join the rest of the others. Well,
Gentlemen, I have a meeting tonight with Father Doman, who is one of the priests of the Dawn Father, or at least purports to be. He is indicated to me through various pieces of conversations that certain benefits and services can be had in the darkest of night via private mass in larger than normal donations, which, reading between the lines for our thicker skulled friends, nods at Ilkun, means that I believe I've sussed out at least one contact to the Black Network here in Elturel. I've set up a meeting tonight for midnight, given our other obligations, and I intend to follow through with it and see what else can be found.
I mean, you sure he's not just a corrupt priest?
He might be, but if these shifters are going around as holy men, then I expect a corrupt priest to understand and know what's going on as well.
All right.
This is so good. You actually do have a lead. I didn't know. It almost sounded like you kind of blew this all off.
Oh no, I give you my word, and I take my word very serious.
Thank you. Thank you. She rushes up and gives you a hug.
I hug her back.
So, do you think that you're going to find one of these doppelgangers at this midnight mass?
Rose, one thing I've learned in my line of work is you can never guarantee an outcome, but I do feel confident. Circumstances may be different, but if they are, we'll follow the next lead, and we'll follow the next lead until your grandparents' killers are found.
Okay. Thank you. Well, all my searching today, I was not able to narrow anything down. There are lots of clergy here. They seem to always know the right things to say. I couldn't read between the lines. I tried. I really did. I'm just better with plants and animals than I am with people. And to say that the day was frustrating is an understatement. I'm sorry that I took out my frustrations on you, Ilkun. Vaknor. Almuron. And thank you for your kind heart, Amatti. It doesn't go unnoticed that entertaining me while I'm slowly losing my mind.
I don't want to speak out of turn on this, but we know your grandparents were targeted as part of this whole whatever grandest scheme is at work here. Are you at risk? Do you believe that you would be potential next targets, or should you be, kept safe, or are you in a place where you can feel comfortable that they won't come for you?
They didn't know I was there. That I hid, and I hid well.
It's not a familial connection, though. If they find you in the city, they're not going to come for you.
I don't think that they know that I exist.
All right.
And I regret that. I wish they did. I wish I had the courage then that I'm trying to now.
Well, I dare say, Rose, if all else fails, we can trot you out into the town square, tell the entire world who you are, and set you up as bait. Hopefully we won't need to, though.
I think I've done a good enough job of that myself.
Do you feel like you'll be safe tonight?
Well, we're going to the church together, right? I can stealth behind. I won't be an anchor.
Try sneaking across the room right now.
Don't. I think what Nelson's trying to get to is between now and then. Is your plan to stay here, or are you planning to go back to wherever home is between now and going to the church for midnight mass?
No, I was here first. I also have a room upstairs.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes, I will see you a bit before midnight then.
Just in case, take this. And Nelson's going to hand her his sending stone.
Who does this? I have one.
Well, yeah, we all do.
Okay.
But mine.
Thank you.
Before you head upstairs, if I don't know, and forgive me if this is insensitive, but obviously we kind of know the outcome, but were your grandparents learning something, looking into something that led to this outcome? Or was it just like a random happenstance, wrong place, wrong time?
She pauses with a little bit of a hesitation. They were wealthy. A bit too wealthy.
I see.
were making arrangements with the church for lifetime donations.
I see.
I don't know if they spoke with actual members of the cloth first, or if it was always the Black Network. But they took everything, including their lives.
Well,
That's the only reason I am even able to stay here. I've never been one strong with finances. Like I said,
well, thank you for sharing.
Easier for me in the woods than it is here.
Well, the good news is that it seems as though they're trying to do the exact same thing to me. So, I think that means that our lead might be even stronger than we previously suspected. By the way, team, I'm gonna need some more money. So we need to get to work.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit then. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So you're gonna pick up that last half of the sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
head upstairs. Strange.
Mm. She seemed a little reserved and talking about how her grandparents were too wealthy. Anybody else?
I would imagine some people feel guilt over that.
Yeah, maybe that's all it is.
Oh, wonderful DM. May I roll an insight check on that? I've got the heebie-jeebies about her a little bit.
Sure, go for it.
Specifically, I'm trying to figure out if maybe we're getting catfished. I roll insight so infrequently, I keep having to look up where it is. I'm gonna add to that. She's a halfling. What I got?
You got the
let's-
6.
What was that?
You have a D6?
Yeah. I also have inspiration marked on my sheet. What level is that? When you gave me inspiration for doing something before, RoBear?
D10.
D10?
I'll
burn
burn
that.
that then. Okay. Solid.
Anyway,
21. You can detect that money isn't a comfortable conversation for her. The importance of making sure that she did not leave the rest of her sandwich on the table.
Mm.
And the fact that she doesn't really have anywhere else to go other than the room that she claims that she has here at the inn. Money may be tight or running out. Also, they're for all intents and purposes of self-proclaimed druid, and a lot of this they have said is a bit out of their realm. There may just be some social awkwardness there and pauses.
Mm.
But the underlying current of money does concern you.
Yeah, she's claiming to be from this well-off family. I don't know.
You did
I'm
just
just
meet
trying to
her in a
think.
tavern.
Yeah. I mean, this could all be one hell of a setup.
Y'all, I'd like to share that with the crew, that I'm worried about it being a setup. Vaknor, I'm concerned that maybe I've gotten us into something that...
Well,
While
so
noble to ferret out, I'd rather not us be the bait that is in the bear trap.
right. Well, here's the thing. It's either there could be various layers of untruths in this conversation, depending on how much you really want to dive into is this real or not. So I would just say be cautious about whatever we choose to do. But yeah, this could all be some big setup. We're not exactly subtle in our appearance. And for what we've done so far, I'm sure we're making a name echoing through, potentially, through the cult. So they may be like, oh, hey, they seem to help everybody they come across, even some schmucks on the side of the road. Maybe we should just make up some sob story and see if they'll go along with it.
And I wouldn't put it past the Black Network to take coin even from those who are self-professed to be trying to destroy the world.
Right. I mean, money's money, right? Also, sowing the seeds of doppelgangers, whether true or not, is a great way to add paranoia to every single situation.
Well, we'll just have to be extra careful then.
About that time, Leosin and Neeson emerge through the crowd in the tavern, heading immediately towards your table. Well met. Well met.
Good to see you both.
I see that you found the world-renowned sandwiches of El Terrell to be...
Well, they're quite enjoyable.
Well, I haven't had an opportunity to have one. I went dancing.
dancing. Leosin
Okay.
looks back over at Neeson. Well, I hope you're ready for another two-step. So, we've arranged to meet a representative from the Order of the Gauntlet. They're gonna hear us out. But we have to keep this tight. The pandemonium of what we know spreading can't happen. These cities hold together on a social contract, the glue that they are safe. It could be anarchy if this gets out.
We wouldn't want El Terrell to descend into madness.
El Terrell is only the beginning.
Well, speaking of cities being safe, have y'all heard anything about Zentarum goings on in El Terrell?
Have we ever?
Oh.
What have you heard?
I heard that the Order of the Gauntlet has their work cut out for them. Just how have you come about this news so quickly?
Nelson.
I fill him in on Rose's situation.
Neeson leans over. You've actually heard the honeypot.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? This is the exact kind of scheme that we've been hearing about.
Well, I'll take you one further. I have set myself up to be in the pot of honey at midnight.
Oh,
Call me Pooh Bear.
God damn.
you
Sorry.
better be prepared to lick your paws clean. Neeson looks back over at Leeson. This is exactly the kind of thing that could ingratiate us to the Order of the Gauntlet. They always want us to prove our worth. This could help us do that. Neeson, we don't even know if this is true or not. He's pledged a donation at a party.
1,000 gold.
I told you, this is the exact honeypot that we've talked about. Well, what else were we doing at midnight anyway?
Hopefully getting me back 500 gold.
Either way, this would be one hell of a start. There would be no questions with the Order of the Gauntlet then. As you say, the proof would be in the pudding. Yes, this is no better way that we can do this. Look at this group. What have they not accomplished already? If anyone can break up his entire ring in the 24 hours of visiting a city, it is these people. Yes, Amatti looks back at the rest of the group. Of course, it is absolutely us, and I'm sure that the Order of the Gauntlet would have a hefty fee that, for freeing the city, as he looks back over at Nelson. Since we're a little short on money, we've had to use our own funds on this course. Maybe the Harpers could spot us on this. I will roll a persuasion check for Amatti that I just talked myself into.
Can I help out?
Yeah, we'll do this. That'll be the advantage since you first said ask for money.
Cool. Holy crap! Where'd my character sheet go? There it is. Okay.
That's a 14.
That's a 13 with his -1.
It's a 13. All right. Oh, that's better.
A 24. Come on, listen. They supposed to use their own gold. What they earned for protecting Greenest. It's the least that we can do. Agreed. Leeson is going to open up his bag of holding and he is going to slide you What is the size of the donation you claim to make?
1,000 gold, and I'm already 500 out of pocket.
1,000 gold, indeed. He will slide you 1,000 gold.
All right, that means I'm up 500. Sorry.
I just keep an eye on the other people in this tavern as this mass exchange of gold is happening.
Crap.
Cause I did the math. Like a farmer or a soldier, it's like, I don't know, 300 gold is a year's salary, something like that. So we're talking, you put up a farmer for 5 to 10 years with this kind of money.
You know what? When we do this discreetly, Neeson does it human centipede style. His bag of holding to your bag of holding.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, no, that's better. We like that. That's fine.
What do you think? What do you think? Noah, what do you think?
Bag to bag.
No.
You are nasty.
He's in the room with me.
Love you, Ray.
My God. Like he's in the room with me.
Call me Amatti AI. So, well, listen, what if we do this before we even meet with our contact? We can bring them this on a silver platter. No trying to convince them of anything. We will have it in hand. I guess we can arrange that. What's a couple hours later anyway? Yes, yes.
Done.
Okay. My biggest concern in all of this, the security will be in full force. How discreet do you think we can do this?
I
mean, they're expecting to see me.
Right.
They wouldn't.
We could try it and disguise ourselves,
I could bring, but
or stealth.
I just realized, by the way, RoBear, that I have no idea where I agreed to meet them. I assume it was at
No, at the church. You've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us can change the way we look if we have to.
Oh, that is. Oh. Well, that's one step in the right direction. Please, whatever you do, try not to also make this a conflict with the Hell Riders.
I'm not too terribly concerned with that, and I pull out the Hell Rider coin and just kind of share it and say, "We've already gotten in."
See, I told you. Look, they have it covered. It's like we've fallen into this. For once, DSM, you are right. But remember, it is always your excitement and your level of trust that gets you captured. I am just over-enthusiastic about getting the job done.
I'd say we also fill them, like, as we're talking and going through this, as we get, waiting for the time to go by, we probably also fill them in about Rose and her whole story, sob story, real story, otherwise, just so they're aware of what the pretenses are and that she'll be accompanying us as well. Just as two other sets of eyes and two other group, people in on what's going on.
Oh, need some kind of.
I'll be honest with you, gentlemen. If you had a way to vet Rose's story before meeting up with her, I'd appreciate it. But I assume you can't work that fast.
How would I know how to vet this? Leosim leans in. See, Neeson, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. You have no idea anything about this person.
I know that she's probably bleeds red if she crosses us.
Leosin rolls his eyes and looks at the rest of you. No one else? Is this?
I mean, she said she came from a wealthy family. She said her grandparents were too wealthy, and then they got attacked and killed, and Tarm stole everything. She's a self-proclaimed druid who's not good with money.
I admittedly did not press very hard.
Oh. Leosin looking back over at Neeson. It's not like we've already committed ourselves to this. I guess we are just going to have to trust this random Rose that you've met. I hope you are judges of good character. There's a lot of faith to put into this plan.
What better city for faith than El Torel?
Well
I
said.
don't know, anybody here detect thoughts? Can they read her mind? Tell if she's lying? Anybody got magic that does that? I don't have any powers like that. I just have a thing that I could just cut her up real good. That's about it.
God damn.
That's really funny.
That ain't the kind of conversation we're looking to have, I imagine. So
I come from a morbid place, but Jesus, Lathander Christ, Vaknor. God.
listen, it's been a weird day. All right.
That's really funny.
Do you do you need the rest of my sandwich?
No, I'm good. I promise. It's just, I mean, what if it is all set up? We just
Country
walk
boy
right in,
can't
nobody even press
survive.
it. I mean, I know I'll try. I'll try my best, but I'm just wondering. I mean, it could be a setup. She could be telling the truth. I don't know. We didn't want to offend her because we kind of got cornered when she kind of came in here asking for where Nelson was, and we're trying to figure that whole situation out.
Yeah, to be honest, Nelson really at the start, but we recovered well.
That did get us all of our leads here. Like literally every lead we had. Like all of them.
That's like saying, oh, Almuron, all you've done is block half a town from being stabbed with your shield. It's what I do. That's what you do.
Fair. All right. Fair. Ilkun would also say that I run and turn tail at first opportunity, but I'm going to get ahead of it.
You do that as well, but you do it good.
It's like your specialty.
I
Right.
turn. I call it tactics, but
You don't turn tail, you turn invisible.
that's right.
And in
Right. And then, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I could. No.
This all hinges on you since you set this whole thing up. So no
Yes,
running
there's
and
no
hiding
running
now.
now. Yes.
Oh no. I'm not talking about that. I could try and scry in on Rose, just see what she's doing right now. If she's turning tail on us, then I expect we'd see it in her preparation.
I don't know.
You could just see her in like the bath.
Well, now you're gonna make it weird, Ilkun. Now, listen, I did not make it weird. Ilkun made
I'm
it
not
weird.
the one who has to look
Amatti,
at
I
what
want
she
you
was
to take
doing
note.
right now.
Ilkun made it weird, not me.
To be honest, you have long been making things weird, Nelson. This is not your first time. As I said, you are nasty.
Well, then maybe when we get closer, we'll figure that out. Now, don't we got a meeting to get to?
Listen, this is what we just
I
said.
thought we had another meeting. I thought they were taking us to another meeting.
You just, you laid this whole plan out for us. So we said we're going to go ahead and delay and bring them the proof of the pudding.
Right, pudding. Right, pudding. Speaking of, and he goes up to the bar to order a pudding.
Yeah, it's pretty serviceable, caramelized bread pudding. Good homemade ice cream on the side. French vanilla.
Ooh. Comes back just like with a delicate little spoon, like, now, this is some fantastic bread pudding.
Seriously,
I'm over to Amatti. I'm like, he even eats it weird.
Really does.
Did he just
doesn't
make an nom nom sound?
Oh, he hasn't.
You think that. You don't say that out loud when you eat it.
Like a child.
He hasn't had anything else to eat except for bread pudding. He's absolutely a child, isn't he?
The noise a baby makes.
Does you not understand what type 2 diabetes can ravage an adventurer's body?
Just change.
Diabetes.
Beat us.
Holy shit. So, I guess we will get ourselves right for midnight then.
Yeah. Guess so.
All right. We'll let our contact with the gauntlet now. Is there anything else that we can procure help with?
Give me 10 minutes and I'll thank you.
Leoson's gonna look back at you, Vaknor, Ilkun, Amatti, Almuron. What is he? What kind of...
I wish I had. I don't know.
From the beginning, it has been like this.
It used to take 2 days to decide. Now he's down to 10 minutes. Count your blessings.
Count your blessings.
Oh, God. The entire tavern is difficult terrain because it's burning. Oh.
Oh, man.
I mega loathe you all.
Mega
We're only
load.
doing it because we know you can take it. That's all.
It's so true. Well, if you do think of something in the next 10 minutes, Neeson, go ahead and let's look at the city maps, just in case. We have a couple of hours. I don't want us getting lost, as God knows how we stealth through all of this. Even if you do have a get me out of jail free coin. Well, gentlemen,
All right.
we'll see you in just a bit. So we're all in on this.
I mean,
Like-
seems so.
Hear me out. What if we'd all evolve this as one big nothing burger?
Well, I don't know.
Rose
I
is
do
telling the
anything else,
truth,
Sure.
and you just show up and get a couple of Hail Marys for 1,000 gold.
Well, then we'll have ruled out at least one option. We'll know more than we did right now.
Well, that's good for Rose, but that's not good for what we came here for.
Well, do any of y'all have the ability to find or sense or root out shapeshifters if that ends up being true?
No.
Yeah, me either.
The moon haunts me, but I don't have that kind of power.
Damn. I get it. It's haunted.
I know a thing or two about shapeshifters, but I don't think that I can read their minds.
I mean, the problem is you start going down this rabbit hole, you could just keep going and going when you start wanting to pick pieces apart, because
Right.
why would you lie about doppelgangers if that wasn't true, right? What purpose does that serve? So maybe in fact, we are able to, maybe there's nobody, we do all this and there is no lead at the church, then that sucks kind of for everybody except for you being out some money, I guess. Although now you're ingratiated to the Church of Lathander, so, I guess there's that.
Right. I mean, well-placed donations do have benefit no matter what. And that opens doors, perhaps loosens tongues that we otherwise wouldn't have access to.
So our friends want to get an in with the Order of the Gauntlet, and they're saying the best way that they can do that would be to kind of do some sort of something to the Zentarum, whether that's stop them, stop part of an operation, bring something to an end. Then they show up with that, and then it's, hey, they already got the ace in the hole and they want to get the Order of the Gauntlet on their team. That we know that much, right? Whether the church is tied to this or not, or Rose is lying or not, we don't know about that. But we could try and figure this out, and then worst comes to worst, we try to find the Zentarum another way if this doesn't pan out.
Yeah, we certainly can, but we will lose this, I guess, ideal scenario with their contact. Have to
Right.
establish ourselves another way.
Right. I
But
mean,
it doesn't completely close the door.
no. I mean,
They've described it as the Order of the Gauntlets being militaristic, results-based. I believe in ourselves we can produce those results whether we find these doppelgangers or not.
I guess the word of our exploits thus far don't track. It's not real enough. It's not proof enough for them for the results that we've put together thus far.
I guess not.
And they're going to be really hard to impress then. So
News is just making its way now.
that's fair. Well, this is the best lead we have at the moment. So I say we follow it to whatever end it has, and then I don't know, worst comes to worst, Nelson, you try to sign up to be a member of the Zentarum, and then we get in that way.
That crossed my mind about 50 years or so ago.
Any of those people still alive? Maybe we can do it now.
I don't think Zentarum stick around that long.
Well, you only found out how to do it one time. Maybe you can do it again.
I reckon.
I mean, you'd be better than anybody here, I imagine, right? I mean,
You do possess a lot of their skills.
I guess you could say that. Listen, if this whole adventuring thing doesn't work out for me, I guess that I have another opportunity.
yeah, just
How do you think they feel about corn liquor?
I don't think they'll mind too much. You just might run into more adventuring types.
I'm sure they'll love that kind of nasty thing.
I take a sip of the corn liquor.
Matter of fact, I think they'll love having you around with that nasty jug.
Nasty. The more you say nasty, it just gets me, man.
Well, I think we're too far down this path now to try to change gears and come up with some other plan. So I think we got to follow this one through and see what happens.
So let's come up with one, a very specific one, about how we're going to approach this.
Well, good
know
news
you-
is, I do have a way to deal with these doppelgangers.
Great. I love that for us.
Would you like to share with the class?
I told you. The moon is haunted. I did take Moonbeam. I forgot I did it for the Khonshu meme. I do have it.
Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
All right, well,
That's great.
nothing. All right. Toe,
Wow.
you gotta. Oh,
But
yeah.
I want to be very clear. Do not make me incinerate some peasant.
Right.
We better
or,
be real damn clear.
Right.
We've
or-
already gone
or-
this down this Road and Tedge campaign, and we talked ourselves out of it before we nuclear roasted. I don't know how
Yeah.
we've gotten doppelganger fever here recently, but we've gotten to this
I
point.
mean, I did doppelgangers first. You did it after me.
I
so
got
feel
it on the
like-
roll chart.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
really?
Yes, the whole Rose story is completely off the random roll. It's Rose, the halfling, the druid, and the doppelgangers. That's all off a roll table. I have nothing to do with it.
Wild.
That's just been me improvising off of it. That's how I got stuck with Rose and Rosemondi. I rolled and I got all the roses.
I thought you were just trying to mess with me.
No, this is all just random rolls.
That's incredible.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't want to incinerate a peasant or some unsuspecting holy man of Lathander, so we need to be very sure.
We'll give them the light, all right. Not the light they were looking for, but
Now, the light of the moon a little bit different than the light of the sun in this instance, I
the
guess.
moon, Khonshu, bless me.
Either way, it casts a long shadow. It's so
What the fuck's that mean, Nelson?
I was doing my damn best to be cryptic and speak. I thought, like, every single time you went away, I was like, okay, how can I say this? How can I say this just right to elicit a response? But no, subtext is lost on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you talk to the frat boy, new acolyte of Lathander who's just getting drunk off of the communion wine, and you're like, casts a long shadow, am I right? And he's like, I guess, yeah, man.
Yeah, my dude, sounds good.
Don't tell the father, but we got a beer pong table in the basement. Like,
Don't tell fucking Father Dolman. We're hanging out with the body of Lathander tonight.
How much wine do you think I have to drink before I drank a whole Lathander?
Keep drinking.
That's amazing. Okay.
With your new plans looming to go hunt down some potential doppelgangers at the midnight mass at the Church of Lathander in the center of town. We'll pick back up as you guys leave the tavern next Monday, hopefully with the real Amatti and not Amatti AI.
You may have to pick up my slack. I might be in transit on the way back from the West Coast, so you may be throwing on a tepid Russian accent.
Oh, I can do Ilkun as well. I'll get sandwich and I smash.
That's basically it. Stand in the middle distance and wait to hit something. That's more or less.
I've been waiting 4 episodes to smash something here. It keeps sending me for diplomacy.
I've eaten 1 sandwich and gone to a garden. I'm going to hit something.
I make 3. I do not make good conversation.
Honestly, let's just Head's gonna be gone too, and it's just gonna be RoBear playing 3 people and me.
D&D is slowly descending yourself into insanity. This is what happens. I will continue to sometimes also make out with you with old characters and.
Oh, I can't wait for dinner.
Oh, dinner. You got dessert, baby. Midnight mass with Rosemondi.
I'm excited. Wait, she's gonna be at the midnight mass?
You don't listen to shit.
No, you really don't.
You're the worst active listener ever.
No, I actually missed that. That's my bad.
She's going to make a match donation.
That's right. That's right.
So you're going to midnight mass to make a donation. She's going there to match
That's
it.
what that meant. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bone an old lady.
She wants to know if you're packing heat or if it's a doppelganger in those leather pants. Okay.
Well, good news. I'm playing with other people's money.
I told you.
She don't care about playing with her money.
Straight nasty.
All right, let's go to bed, guys. Let's go to sleep. I'm gonna sleep now.
Well, it's taken a minute to get here. The Tyranny of Dragons as written is meeting up with the Order of the Gauntlet. We got a really interesting way of meeting with the Order of the Gauntlet.
Talk to old Onthar Froome, bald-headed beard man.
Old Onthar.
Yeah, he was OnStar our entire first campaign.
Oh my God. I need to change his name already. I got to Oh God. Prove yourself. Yeah, I'm did you in the module, did you do feats of strength, archery? Now do this. They basically it's like carnival games.
I feel like at this point they had done enough that I was just like word is spread because it took them a while to get there, that they had. I gave them kind of the pass, but Onthar Froome was in my Tyranny of Dragons game. He was the Christopher Walken character for that game.
He was the Walken.
He was the Walken. So they had to take him seriously. Well, he's well, what are you gonna do for the gauntlet? I need to know.
I need to know.
So they were like, we need to get out of here. That group was not embracing it very much. They're like, let's get through this conversation. So
let's get through this. His okay, so here's his artwork. I'm getting something different because it's like you started to draw him 3D and then his face just went flat.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. 100%.
It's like
Dude, I can't look at this man.
the art for Tyranny is rough.
It is dated. It is rough and it is dated.
Mm-hmm. So you look at that face,
Just a-
and he's just like, "Well, the gauntlet. You don't know if you know.
No, if you know.
The right-handed Tom. You know what I mean?
The head doesn't fit the body. You're not wrong, because his head's not 3D, dude. His head is fucking pasted on there. It has no
That is-
Oh shit! Sorry, fellas.
got fucking no depth. Oh my god. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And it's got like his like Torm hand gauntlet looks like it's a short arm, like because of the way that gauntlet is, like the fingers are articulated. It looks like he's like, you know, it's got like a Mr. Deeds arm over
He's
here.
got a Mr. Deeds arm. Oh shit. Oh man. My jaw, my face hurts. Monday, it's truly complete.
Take my good hand.
Oh, great job. Good job, Noah, taking the lead and going out on your own. Glad you didn't get stabbed. That's, you know,
Yeah,
it's always what we hope for. Won't always be the case, you know, but
I appreciate y'all putting up with me.
we love it.
Oh, we gave you enough shit to make up for it. It's fine.
Yeah. It is that's the jelly to this fucking PB&J shit show. The only thing is I miss my Ray. I'm ready for some Ray time. Even though I enjoy getting to speak for you,
RayApollo.
I want you real nasty here.
Nasty. I've been a nasty boy.
I've been a nasty boy. Nasty boy. Nasty boy. Yes.
Nasty.
Okay. Love you guys. This is where we'll pick up next Monday. We'll see you tomorrow over on the channel bright and early for some gameplay that hardly ever happens on this channel. Love y'all. See you then. Forgotten Pines.